Hello, good day everyone, and welcome to the four stages of growth in network marketing. Okay. It's also known as a multi-level marketing or short form MLM through a network of independent sales contractor or consultant who makes money through commission and off the commission which the additional salespeople whom they recruit. A legitimate network marketing company or MLM product provide most of these convention to the salespeople who sells the company product. The four phases should be known to all in network marketing and not kept as something like a secret or not known to all. It's a business of phase by phase growth. So what is a phase? A phase is a period of time in your life which you go through and experience issue of joys, okay, happiness, and issue like setbacks, okay, which is including rejection in your business. So your network marketing or MLM organization is not no exception. You go through four phases of growth. If you have enough patience and stop comparing, once you feel that you have done a good overview in terms of in-depth research of the company, the convention plan, okay, products and services, and the group that you're going to join, including the mentors or leader, okay, and also the industry comparisons within the different network marketing companies or even cross industry comparison. Okay, you should not regret and you should stick to it. Okay, these four stages of network marketing growth can correspond to the four phases of 90-day plan, which we as explained in the other video. But the difference is it does not talk about the timeline like in the four phases of the 90-day plan. But if you are willing to work hard based on the four phases of 90-day plan, usually there are minority group of people who can succeed within the stage 3 and stage 4 of this network marketing growth which we are talking about in this video. Okay, and it's definitely due to strict discipline, correct strategy, okay, and plannings and great efforts and systematic ways. Okay, of course, some of the people might have their own network form initially when they start doing the business, which will give them some added advantage. Yeah. Okay. However, this is not the important thing. The important thing is the strategies and planning. Most downline or business partner or even leaders never go through the four phases as they get stuck in one phase and stay at this or worst case even quit. But I believe you are exceptional and also um, you will stick to it until you reach the phase that you want it to be at. However, the grey line starts showing when more focus is placed on recruitment rather than sales, giving the impression that the company is running an illegal pyramid scheme. However, if you can have the real products and services and also a good and fair convention plan to differentiate whether it's a pyramid scheme or a legal MLM or network marketing company. A legal network marketing system or MLM system follows a good pattern that includes the four various stages of growth, which we are going to cover shortly. Okay, the first stage is called the fragile startup state. Okay, this fragile startup state is the first period of time that you and your initial build downlines will go through, and it can be a tough and rough one. Okay, during the startup phase, when you're entering the multi-level business, most likely you'll be tutored and trained by the sponsor who recruited you into the company. This period of time is where you are new and really don't know about the business and you're not may not be determined enough and you have no prior experience in marketing. Also, which means that you will be on a major learning curve and you will make mistakes. Okay, it's fine to experience all these good problems and good issues. Otherwise, your foundation will not be stable and strong and tough enough. And if you hit problems in future, you might not know how to resolve. If it's all too plain sailing, you need to be stronger and especially tougher in mindset. A competent sponsor provides product training as well as instruction on how to begin recruiting your own lines of representative or your downlines. Okay, um, you will accompany your sponsor to trainings and events like motivational seminars, group meetings, sharing sessions, etc. You may run into resistance from friends and family members during this initial stage. Okay, because of the negative impression, okay, many people have towards network marketing organizations or business. Many new to network marketing industry enters the startup phase while holding on other jobs because income typically is low during this phase when you start, which you must rely on your own ability to sell the company products or franchise. Okay, okay, or what we call the business itself. At the same time, you must begin presenting the opportunity to potential candidates in order to expand your own network. This is where you are actually developing your belief and trust in the industry and also the company. Many things can shake your confidence, okay, focus, belief, and directions. Okay, many people, okay, are affected because of family, spouse, friends, co-worker, and they keep on comparing the companies and the compensation plan, the lifestyle, working style, okay, and due to some setbacks, okay, and more people telling you no, so you'll be affected or even quit. Okay, you are really fragile in this business at this phase, and you need to develop a successful, never say die, determined and persevere attitude. This phase is where majority of people will call it a day and quit. They never get it that you must grow beyond this fragile startup phase to build the net marketing business. They got their feeling hurt constantly by negative prospect or negative comments as they are too concerned of how people look at them instead of thinking of doing it professionally, ethically, as they did not grow beyond that and realize that it's only just a gun number game or due to other reasons which is excuse, which for example compare the compensation plan and find it tough or not fair in certain ways or find little money initially, and in fact sales job or this in this case network marketing is a number game. Okay, as the famous saying goes, okay, some would, some won't, so what, just move on. So the prospect needs to learn how to take, okay, the negativities and the disappointments which hurts them. Okay, definitely uh, they are they should be immune to all this, but their problem is not the not just the negativity but the lack of understanding of how to take the negativities and disappointment comfortably and move on. You need to be immune by loss and gains, and meaning not to be affected by anything or anyone. Okay, which is why a lot of people are negative about business and future success. Okay, you really don't need to care and don't have to care that much of how people think and how people feel. Okay, you'll be immune from all negative thinkings, no matter who is this, no matter what the company you join as a distributor. The main reason is most people does not know what is it to be successful and the specific tangible and intangible benefits of succeeding. Okay, and or the pitfall of failures, which makes them look strange because your success will mirror their mediocrity and failure. Okay, and it will totally render their excuses that they have been clinging on to and hanging on as something that they did not thought did enough or have enough pain to start acting to give themselves what they need for life, for their dreams and ambitions. You have proven their excuse wrong or their reasons wrong, okay, of why they try to stop you from doing this business of network marketing, and you force them to take a look at their life as it's really going nowhere, and they're not going to succeed if they don't change their mindset and do something that they feel worthwhile in life. Okay, now let's go to the second stage, the advancing and solidifying stage. Okay, this second phase is where you have grown beyond the fragile startup phase, and now the group is starting to grow more solid and be more consistent in volume and paychecks. Okay. In the solidifying phase, you start to see some leader emerge and the volume become more solid and steady, as well as the paychecks start to get steady and consistent. Okay, during this second stage of growth for your network marketing business, you begin to spend more time mentoring your own sets of recruits. The recruits who show promise in additional line of sales representative should be singled out for specific personalized discussion on how you can work together with the recruit or downline and move their business forward, and specific and special training to build their qualities and strength further, okay, or avoid their weakness needs to be conducted. You begin to work with network of people who you don't know personally because it's from your downlines. You may develop your own motivation programs or workshops for the growing network, just like the trainings and events that your must report you to when you were new. Also, concurrently, you may want to spend time continuing to develop your own first line of distributor through the online internet marketing like websites, Facebook, blogs, forum, mobile apps, okay, and digital efforts like email, SMS, WhatsApp, Google, and Facebook pay-per-click, search engine optimization, which will be known as SEO. When your group move into this phase, you will know it and sense it as well. Your leader will start to experience success as you are, and it's consistent. You will see some leaders start to create their own identity or branding or packaging in their business. Also, you will sense that some beginnings of momentum is coming in as well. You start to see growth in your group that you have absolutely nothing to do with the growth, okay, directly, as these people that you see growing may not be someone you know, but you know your tier 1 or some even tier 2 or tier 3 people directly, but usually tier 1 is who you recruit, okay, directly. So yeah, and the beauty is that is through your initial decisive decision to join this network marketing opportunity, and maybe initial first half a year to 3 year hard work that you subsequently benefit, and you will continue, okay, as the stages of growth proceeds, and you will see some new faces starting to show in the group that you don't even know who they are or their names. That's when you start to feel that your group start to advance and solidify, okay, and that's where majority of the people quit. 80 to 90% who leave the business during these first two stages that's mentioned, and most leave during the first stage, unfortunately. Okay, so let's go to the third stage, maturing and expanding stage. This phase is where the big money starts to show up. You should experience rapid growth during phase 3 of your network marketing business, and as your business continue to grow, you will see larger compensation amount and might consider quitting your day job. You can make a living in the solidifying stage, a nice one, Okay, but this phase is where big paychecks start to show up, and it's not only for you but for your leaders as well. Okay, that they see bigger paychecks. This phase is where you start to have your leaders producing other leaders until the third or fourth tier, or third or fourth level, and usually more levels at least. And that means that you have leaders in layers in many downline leagues, and they now start to have leaders showing up in their own group as well. And the number in your group usually can be in terms of close to 1,000 or more, okay, or thousands. Many are active leaders. Okay, this maturing phase also show that your leader taught has been taught by you and duplicated to build leaders in their own group, and the dynamics in your group have become accepting as mature pockets or mature paychecks start showing up, and they no longer need you as much as they used to be. And they have built their own leadership organization, even possibly some systems, and we should congratulate them. Okay, this phase is usually 10K per month or 100K per year, which is quite common for uh, especially quite successful distributors. Okay, and your dream to be a millionaire starts showing up as many millionaires starts to show up at this stage. Okay, while you are more successful and popular as a network marketing leader, many people will seek you to join their own network. You must maintain your own momentum during this time and continue to motivate your prime recruits to motivate their prime recruits. Okay, and to okay, and so on. So you and your network begin to rig in um, bigger paychecks by commissions. So you must guard against one thing called complacence or complacency, and you need to adapt to market condition by reviewing and changing strategies and plan is possible, if possible. Okay, so let's talk about the success and the automated growth stage, which is the final stage. Okay, this is very exciting. Okay, because we call it the success or make it phase. This phase is usually where wealth is created and accumulated, and millionaire rolls up in this business or show up in this business. Usually the level we know is diamond, okay, which is the highest rank in our marketing business. Okay, this phase is where no matter what you do, if you don't do anything stupid or unethical or unprofessional, like poaching or fraud, or some other things that may appear stupid, you cannot mess up your own business. It will continue and till the event of your death. Okay, and that's why it's known as automated growth. However, um, you can even leave a legacy for your children. Okay, if the company convention plan and policies permits. Okay, now the one thing you have to take note is that the company stability and its product quality and convention plan competitiveness, and the company and group culture needs to be stable and steady in order to sustain the growth in very long term. Okay, in terms of many years. Okay, this phase is also where you have many mature leaders and mature business partners in your group, and now you have mature leaders that have big groups and many layers of leadership. Okay, so most people get close to this phase but never achieve it, as they lack the necessary relevant leadership skills to take it to this level. And in fact, they realize that each stage of the business require leadership skills that is good enough or reasonable enough, else the progression of this stage might be slower or even being hindered or stopped. Having said that, if there are good leaders in the group that would want to create help in leverage, or you might have found leaders who want to do the business. Okay, but based on the nature of the convention plan, usually the leader you found will be able to make more than yourself. Okay, and that's very fair because they have put in more efforts and more leadership roles, So many are close to it, but don't understand it's the last 10% or even 20% effort, okay, based on leadership that would most would never make it to what people call as a rock solid phase. Okay, once your downline takes a life of its own and continue, okay, successfully without your intervention or your care, you can pretty much live on the recurring residual income, okay, which you will receive periodically. Few networking professionals reach this stage because they don't spend enough time in coaching their leadership network or their leaders, especially in stage 1 right up to stage 3. Okay, so leadership, I emphasize, can definitely be trained, and also they can succeed in this phase. Some might before reaching this phase divert attention and choose to do other things like selling their material online, and a lot of the depends on promotions to be promoted to the top, which might not be healthy if it becomes too frequent and disputed, and leaders are reliant on promotions to move more sales. It's definitely not that good. The key to recognizing when you have reached this stage, when your first round of recruit heads into retirement, of course, during the fourth phase of network marketing growth, those who are successful often turn to teaching or writing books for their success, expanding their wealth even more. So let's summarize the 4 stages. Okay, is fragile startup stage, advancing and solidifying stage, okay, and maturing and expanding stage, and finally success and automated growth. So now, do you know where a group is heading to? Okay. Anyway, based on the descriptions and explanation of the characteristic of this stage, you would have an idea, okay, which state your group is heading to, and you can make the necessary arrangement to strategize and plan better. So with that, I wish you all the best in your networking business, and take it to a success eventually. 4 phases of growth in network marketing MLM completed. Please proceed to other training modules of ACE Learning Group. ACE Learning Group, thank you for your continued support. Please send your greatly appreciated feedbacks or comments to ACE Learning Group, Mr. Andrew C, HAPPYSE27@yahoo.com, +6596302109, call or text, WhatsApp, WeChat, kakao, Line, SMS, etc. Thank you.